A teenager was killed and 32 others were injured on Thursday in a grenade attack by suspected terrorists in the crowded General Bus Stand area in the heart of Jammu city. This is the third grenade attack by terrorists in Jammu bus stand since May last year, viewed by security agencies as an attempt to disturb communal harmony and peace in the city. Hizbul Mujahideen is behind the grenade attack at Jammu bus stand on Thursday, said police. One person was arrested in connection with the blast that killed a teenager and left over 30 others injured. Jammu and Kashmir Inspector General of Police Manish K. Sinha said Yasir Bhatt, who was detained based on oral testimony of witnesses, has confessed to the crime. Sinha said Bhatt was tasked to throw the grenade by District Commander of Hizbul Mujahideen in Kulgam, Farooq Ahmed Bhatt alias Omar. Jammu and Kashmir Liberation Front Chairman Yasin Malik has been booked under the Public Safety Act and will be shifted to Jammu jail. The separatist leader was arrested by police in a late-night raid on February 22nd from his Mysuma residence and was taken to the Kotibagh police station. A Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorist from Pakistan was killed in an encounter with security forces in Kupwara district of Jammu and Kashmir on Thursday. The terrorist was identified as a Pakistani national known as Anwar, who was affiliated to Jaish-e-Mohammed. Incriminating materials including arms and ammunition were recovered from the site of the encounter. The 46-day-long annual Amarnath pilgrimage of this year will commence from July 1st. Jammu and Kashmir Governor Satyapal Malik, who is also the chairman of the Amarnath Ji Shrine Board, presided over the 36th board meeting held at Raj Bhavan today. National Conference Vice President Umar Abdullah on Thursday asked Prime Minister Narendra Modi to prove that his words have weight and are implemented on the ground following an assault on two Kashmiris in Lucknow in Uttar Pradesh. He said, Lucknow-like incidents hurt the idea of India. Two Kashmiris selling dry fruit were thrashed by a group of saffron-clad men in Lucknow on Wednesday evening, following which 4 persons have been arrested. The Indian Air Force has given the government radar and satellite images showing bombing of the intended targets at the Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorist training camp in Pakistan's Balakot and causing significant damage to it. The source-based information about the evidence comes in the backdrop of a report by a foreign news agency claiming that the satellite images of the Jaish-e-Mohammed Madrasa in Balakot showed the facility is still intact and buildings are standing. Lieutenant General Ranbir Singh, Army Commander Northern Command on Thursday, interacted with the Indian Army contingent which is going to participate in exercise Al-Naga 3, third in the series of bilateral army-to-army joint exercise between India and Oman. The exercise is scheduled to be held from March 12 to 25 at Jabal al-Akhdar Mountains. Ratcheting up his attack on the BJP government over the Rafale aircraft issue, Congress President Rahul Gandhi asked on Thursday why a probe cannot be ordered against Prime Minister Narendra Modi for a Rs 30,000 crore scam when an investigation has been initiated into the theft of official documents related to the fighter jet deal. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Thursday released a new series of coins which are friendly to the visually impaired. The coins in denomination of Rupee 1, Rupees 2, Rupees 5, Rupees 10 and Rupees 20 were released at a function at his residence where blind children were invited. The all-new 2019 Honda Civic was launched in Jammu at Hillview Honda today. The Honda Civic makes a comeback after 7 years and it's the 10th generation that makes its way to India. The biggest USP of the new Honda Civic is that it now gets a diesel engine.